Well, it was a scary situation that thankfully had a happy ending. So a trio of 9-year-olds from Dewson Public School here, they found themselves lost and alone on a crowded subway car during the morning rush hour. The grade 4 students, they were on a class trip when they got separated from their teachers. They traveled 15 stops unsupervised.
One of them actually did say, like, this is really scary. And at one point, the one boy said to his friend, if we live through this, it'll be a really funny story to tell our friends.
It was a class outing that took a scary turn, and Elizabeth saw it all unfold at Ossington Station.
There was a lady on the platform who had a whole group of children with her, and she was actually yelling into the car to get people to move in further. And she said, I've got some kids here that need to get on. And she managed to fit like 3 kids onto the car, but that was it. And she stayed behind with the rest. And just before the doors closed, she told them, get off at Warden.
The TDSB tells me 47 students and 3 teachers were heading to a track meet in Scarborough. They left Ossington around 8:30 in the morning in the middle of crazy rush hour crowds. This is when the trio of 9-year-olds became separated. They traveled 15 subway stops completely unsupervised.
The teacher thought that one of the other teachers was already in the car, realized quickly that the teacher was not in that car, and by that time the doors were closing. So shouted to the kids, we'll meet you at Warden.
What would have happened if she had got to Warden Station and now all of a sudden you're missing 3 kids? And who knows what happened if they got off at the wrong stop.
The TDSB says the lost students were smart. They used a cell phone to call their parents when they finally got a signal during a stretch of the subway ride that went above ground.
We do a lot of safety training with kids for field trips, and there's protocols and things we go over with them before they go on a field trip in the event that something happens. It should not happen, but in the event something happens, the kids should know what to do.
And the witness tells us adults on the train who saw this happen were very concerned and made sure that those students safely got off at Warden Station and reunited with their teachers.
In a way, it was almost kind of heartwarming, as sad as it is that it took a situation like this for strangers to kind of talk to each other, but everybody just kind of came together to make sure that these kids were comfortable and would hopefully get where they were going. And in a situation like the morning commute where everybody's just so focused on their phone or don't talk to the person next to me or anything like that, all of a sudden we were all kind of brought together by this strange occurrence that was going on.
When it comes to class outings on the TTC, the ratio is 15 students per teacher, which was the case when the 9-year-olds became separated.
Maybe they should have looked in advance and seen whether or not that was going to be like a busy time of the day. I think that at the school level, they're going to have a conversation and review actually what went on.
Now, downtown schools often use public transit for class outings. I'm being told sometimes buses are hard to come by. And, of course, transit is cost efficient because students under the age of 12, well, they travel for free.